That's what it is. New week begins every Sunday. Even though Sunday, of course, largely for Christian faithfuls, they go to church. So some people think Sunday is actually weekend. Sunday is actually the first day in the new week. All right? We'll have a lengthy discussion from now up until noon. It's going to be a lengthy one. 3 major conversations we're going to be having, but we'll start from River State. Don't forget, at 10 a.m., we'll be having Family Circle. Yes, where it's not politics. From 10 a.m., we just drop politics and we'll look at family issues. And we'll be looking at, last week we talked about absentee parents. But this week we'll be looking at parents who are actually present but they are absent. The dangers, the effect it will have on the children. The dangers, the effect it will also have on the other spouse. And if probably you need help today, of course, we're doing some form of counseling on radio. So you can tell anyone who would want to listen to the program and would want help in a certain area. We'll give out time for that. All right. From 10 a.m. we'll kickstart that conversation. And then we're also trying to give the kids some opportunity to come on radio, to give them some form of exposure. So between now and 10 a.m., if you can reach out to me on Facebook, Lucky Maxwell Nna on Facebook. Lucky Maxwell Nna on Facebook. Okay? Lucky Maxwell Nna on Facebook. Reach out to me, send me a DM, and then you can come with your child from age 5 to 12. From age 5 to 12. We'll give them the opportunity to come on air for just a short interview. It's a form of exposure, you give to that your child. And I want to encourage parents, whatever would help your child, educate them, whatever will give them that form of exposure, please take it serious. Parents of these days, there are some things we don't take serious. Would rather send our children or take them to parties, which is not bad. But when you have opportunities to give your child that education, not education on the 4 walls of the classroom, bringing them here and then putting them on air for like 5-10 minutes gives them that exposure. Please take it serious. Reach out to me, and then you can, of course, look for a way to our studio before the close of the morning broadcast. All right, see you then. Now, we'll talk about money. It's very important. Governance is a serious business, and people must ask questions where necessary. If they find areas they do not really understand as far as governance is concerned, people should ask questions. People shouldn't keep quiet. When I mean people should ask questions, I'm talking about the citizenry. They should ask questions as to how government spends their money. I've always stated it that every money you see come into the state is not owned by those in government. The money is not owned by public office holders. The money is owned by the citizens, because the money comes from the sale of the natural resources that God has blessed the people with. But however, over time, because of the skewed nature of our democratic system, governors and other public office holders at the national level seem to abrogate these monies to themselves, either through corrupt practices, and the people are not asking enough questions. People are not asking enough questions. In River State, I want to ask, what's the level of scrutiny? What's the level of scrutiny have Rivers people had on how their monies are being spent from 1999 till date? What's the level of scrutiny? Have Rivers people asked enough questions as to how their monies have been spent from 1999? Have they asked enough questions? Have they also, through legal means, even though there's a court order that the account of the Rivers State government can't be looked into except the State House of Assembly decides to override that particular court order. That court order was procured in the first administration. But let's take a look at the supplementary appropriation bill of about 200 billion naira that has scaled through the first reading on the floor of the State House of Assembly. Now, Governor Siminalayi Fubara submitted the bill to the Assembly for consideration and enactment. Martin Zamehule, who is the Speaker of the House, read the letter yesterday on the floor of the House, and he said the past administration had considered and approved the Port Harcourt Link Road as a very important project. But it was observed by the present State Executive Council in the meeting that the funding of the project was not captured in the 2023 budget. Which, of course, I want to also ask, how come a project was considered and approved and it was not captured in the previous administration? It was considered and approved by the previous administration. That's one question. But it wasn't captured in the 2023 budget. If before you put together your budget, you should have looked at certain things you want to achieve within the year. For instance, as an individual, you have a yearly budget, you have quarterly budget. So if you have considered in buying a property this year, you peg a certain range of amount. You have considered in doing a master's degree or PhD, you put a certain range of amount. So by the time you outline your budget, you will now think of sources of revenue, how to fund that personal project. That's the same way government runs. So if you consider some certain project and you approve a certain project, before you submit the budget, it should have been captured ab initio, right? But it wasn't captured. Let's go further. That's one. So the leader of the House, Edison, while presenting the bill, said the submission is in line with the function of the governor of Rivers State, which empowers him in case of insufficient funds to present a supplementary appropriation bill. That's right. That's correct. Emergencies come up. When emergencies come up, for instance, if after submission of the budget, which was 550 billion last year, it becomes an act. And then maybe health issues came up, just like when the COVID came or when the SARS, Ebola, or maybe a natural disaster, reoccurs. There is need for the governor to push for funds through the supplementary budget to take care of those issues. But my question again is, the Port Harcourt Link Road, was it an emergency? Remember, it was considered and approved in the past administration. Why is it that it wasn't captured? Whereas we know that supplementary budget comes up when you have an emergency issue. That's after you have captured every other project you want to take care of. But for unforeseen circumstances, which is beyond human imagination, such as disasters or health issues, maybe a certain health issue might just crop up and it wasn't captured in the former budget that has been signed into law. Yes, the executive can come up with, after a negotiation, after liaison with the relevant ministry. For instance, if it's a health issue, the health ministry would have said, because of the breakout of this disease, for us to be able to cater for our people and probably expand the health infrastructure system, we need so amount to purchase so drug from so country to take care of our people. We need so all that will now be captured in the supplementary budget, which will be sent to the House for consideration, and of course it now be signed into law. But my question is, the Port Harcourt Link Road, was it an emergency, having been considered and approved by the past administration, and was not captured in the 2023 budget? Let's go further. So, the Leader of the House, Edison here, presenting the bill, said the submission is in line with the function of the Governor of Rivers State, which empowers him in case of insufficient funds to present a supplementary appropriation bill, that's in order. It happens. Edison here said the bill intends to alter the 2023 appropriation bill. So if you add 200 to 750, to 550, that's giving us 750.
Well, this is in line with the functions of the Governor of Rivers State. Particularly, may I refer us to Section 121, subsections 1, 2, 3, and 4, and particularly subsection 4, paragraphs A and B, which empowers the Governor in event of insufficiency to present a supplementary budget. And in this case, you can see clearly that the supplementary budget is very emphatic, where it introduces a very critical project, which is the Port Harcourt Ring Road, and the figure is clear for everybody because this is a transparent government, and it intends to alter the 2023 appropriation law by inserting 200 billion for the Port Harcourt Ring Road, which brings the total budget now to 744 billion. So that is what we have done today, the first reading, and of course next week we will take the debate and we'll commit it to committee level, where general public will have cause to make inputs, criticize, and
So my question again is, with the 200 in addition to the other over 550, just call it 750 approximately, how transparent and how accountable will this government be, to the extent that Rivers people will be able to get account of how the extra 200 billion will be spent? Will it just be only for the Port Harcourt Ring Road? Will the Port Harcourt Ring Road just go up the 200 billion? Or there are some other issues also in governance that needs to be taken care of? To what level will Rivers people get an account of the utilization of these funds? That's my question again. Remember the first question I asked. If this particular road was considered and approved by the past administration, how come it wasn't inserted in the 2023 budget? And then the 200 billion, is it going to go up? Will it just go into the Port Harcourt Ring Road? And to what extent will Rivers people get account of how this 200 extra billion will be utilized? 0817 000 951 0810 9510 951. Do well to send a message to 0701 9339 962. These are the numbers you can reach out. You can reach us with. The 0701 9339 962 accommodate WhatsApp and regular messages. So feel free to join the conversation by dialing 0817 000 951. The 200 billion extra, which is normal. Emergencies come up, issues come up, and you must, of course, take that into cognizance. You must put it in the budget, so you seek for supplementary budget. But the Port Harcourt Link Road, is it an emergency? How come it was considered approved by the past administration and was not inserted in the 2023 budget? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good to have you. Welcome.
Yeah, happy new month.
I
My
wish
name
you
is
same.
Kelvin. I'm calling you from Port Harcourt.
Welcome, sir.
You see, I was actually following up your explanation on the supplementary budget. I could even hear the leader of the house, Edison, talking with his big boys, but it never seemed cogent to me. Because if a supplementary budget has to be taken, first of all.
Oh, boy. Please, sir, can you call back? The line just went off. The network sometimes, behaves that way. Please, can you call back, sir? All right. Would love to have your call. do your own analysis. All right, keep the calls coming in, 0817-0000951. We're looking at to what extent will Rivers people, get account of the extra 200 billion supplementary budget. Will the Port Harcourt Link Road gob the whole 200 billion, or there are some other issues that will also be dealt with, and in what areas? How transparent will the government be to the extent that people will be able to get account? I'm talking about Rivers people will be able to get account as to how this money is spent, kobo by kobo. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, sir.
Good morning.
Nice work.
Great. Good to have you.
I'm Igwe Sunday Powerful.
Yes, please.
From Rumuji. From Rumuji.
Yes, please.
So I'm hearing the matter you're talking about, the supplementary budget for the house now. They say they read the first reading, and they say that the 200 billion was for this road realization on the Port Harcourt city local government. How are they going to spend the money to make sure that the money will go into the budget is? You see how the way the river state is spending money. When they see what they can spend money in normal way, they are just putting a budget to 200 and more, 200 and 200.
No, there's a project earmarked for that, the Port Harcourt Ring Road.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That if the budget is in that road, are they going to round up for the movement of that road? Because they can banter the road and they swap the money into their pocket. You see, that is how River State is doing it. Because if we went to remove Port Harcourt, you see some area, people are crying, no roads, here and there. You see what people are complaining. Personally, me with power for Sunday, I will explain this here. Like if my own community, not any team, the budget that I make in my community. Like I look at the Bolo, other places in Port Harcourt, look at how the waste, everything happen, the road has spoiled, not anything. So how are they going to spend money to make sure that the money have utilized when that road of they are talking? Thank you. My name remains as Igwe Sunday Powerful from Rumuji Town.
Thank you. All right. Feel free also to send a message to 0701-9339-962. We're looking at the 200 billion naira supplementary budget that has passed first reading. Of course, the need to be done. But the question is, will the Port Harcourt Ring Road gob this 200 billion, or are there some other projects that will also come into play? To what extent will the account of the utilization of these funds be opened to Rivers people to actually scrutinize and be sure that, yes, the 200 billion went for this, that. And then how come the Port Harcourt Ring Road was considered and approved by the previous government but was not inserted in the 2023 budget? Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good to have you. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Mr. Austin calling from Rumuji.
Yes, please.
I want to ask. I don't have any much interest about the money, how they spend the money, and because this evening, if you talk to tomorrow, they will raise the money and they will eat it. But the Port Harcourt Link Road we are talking about, I want to know which one is the Port Harcourt Link Road? Where is it cutting across? Which project is called Port Harcourt Link Road?
Ring Road.
Ring Road. Where is it located? The Port Harcourt Ring Road. Where is it running from where to where? So that Rivers people will know where the ring road is running from. Because I'm confused. It's just that I started to hear about Port Harcourt Ring Road, and we don't know where the ring road is connecting the villages that are involved. This blah 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 blah. Please, I just want to get more explanation about the Port Harcourt Ring Road. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. All right, you can send messages to 0701 9339 962. Feel free to join us on the conversation. The 200 billion appropriation bill is meant to take care of the Port Harcourt Ring Road, but I asked, how come it was considered and approved by the previous government but was not included in the budget. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Lottie.
Thank you for joining us. Welcome.
I'm Chima from Port Harcourt.
Yes, please.
You see, there are some certain things that may escape the memory of people preparing something. However, the billing governor, maybe he wants to take his own discretion and do what he wants to do. Now, what the question is, the Port Harcourt link road, or link road, or this is it connecting where and where? Government, is it concentrating roads again? However, we want the rural roads to be completed. Say, many roads here that are like going from Egui to the other people, linking what do you call it, Umatoro. Those roads, are they link roads? You should remember those places. Maybe also, my own analysis is this. Maybe the governor say he wants to do more things like the pensioners and their gratuity. I learned that when the His Excellency, former governor of Rivers State, was consulting like this thing was 7 billion. 200 billion. How many this year are they going to use? I say, no, 7 billion. The other one, 9 billion. Then if you compare to this, total road that was constructed by Western Wike, I think we are there up to 50 billion. And then 200 billion, I think it's, let him, I'm advising, let him extend this 200, let them grant this thing, if he can utilize it, because they maybe want to do more, grant this to him, and let him put hands into other places, deficit budget and also increased budget, maybe plus or minus. In this 200 billion, let him try to extend not only on the roads, please, if you stay on the road, too minimized, too tiny, too infinitesimal, too small, too minute to stay road on the road to other people, because you can add little to the right and little to the left. Like the pensioners, as I have always said, been crying, let them use some part of the money and, settle them. Let us not be here. And then civil servants, people, even the lawyers too, some people, one lawyer whom I am not going to mention, said that they suffered last time. They were only concentrating on the judges' funeral. Some of them could not even feed. They were only depending on the people they kept. Me. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Yes, that they were feeding only on the people they kept their pride. I don't know why they refused to speak, some of these lawyers. Some of them were complaining abjectly that they didn't benefit. But people were talking lawyers. They were only concentrated on the judges and others. I'm sorry to say this thing. But the main lawyers that were working in the government house did not benefit anything. That most of their things were pressed, suppressed. They couldn't benefit. I know of my friend who said he couldn't even eat with his children and everything because he was a government lawyer in the government sector. Only the property he kept for people that he was able to feed his person. So let him extend his hand, because even according to our government, not only on road. Thank you very much. Calling from Port.
Thank you very much. Okay, so for you, it shouldn't just be road. Money should also be extended to other sectors. Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Chris on the line.
Yes, please. Go ahead, sir. Oh. I'm so sorry, Chris. Please call back. Max, good morning. If you're looking for accountability from any Nigerian government, you will wait till eternity. What is this ring road that will go up that amount? 200 billion naira, no be beans. I hope this Fubara will not go the way of others. I just have my fears. Agriculture and civil servants are there to attend to. Frank, you sent in that one. All right. Keep on sending in your messages to 0701 9339 962. How come the road was considered approved by the previous administration but was not captured in the 2023 budget? All right. That's one. Two, will the Port Harcourt Ring Road go up the 200 billion? Are there other projects that will also be factored into the 200 billion? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Kelly.
Maxwell is my name.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us. Welcome.
Okay, Master. Yeah, I'm calling from Eleme. My name is Nne.
Yes, please.
Please, civil servants are suffering in this state. Civil servants are the ones begging on the road, and they are working for the government. These people should try and pay attention to civil servants. They are suffering a lot. Civil servants are the beggars now. They are begging to eat. The past government promised that is going to approve everything about them, their promotion and everything. I will be paid within 1 month. That was April has passed. After April, this is July. Nothing has been done, and the present government is not saying anything about civil servants. They are not even talking anything about them. It's very unfair. It's unfair. People are dying. People are begging to eat. It's unfair. This is my take.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Marco.
Yes, good morning. Oh boy, I'm so sorry. Can you call back? Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Oh, good morning to you. Is this Today FM?
Yes, thank you for joining us. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I want to add my voice to the ongoing discussion. I'm Mr. Roland.
Yes, please.
Thank you so much. The idea of the state government building a ring road is a good one. But I think the previous administration spent so much resources in constructing flyovers. We have internal roads in our localities that are not motorable. I think they should concentrate on how to revive those internal roads, at least before looking at the ring roads. The internal roads are very, very bad. They need urgent attention. That 200 billion or whatsoever can revive as many roads as possible, internal roads. So I want to advise the state government to look into revival or construction of internal roads in Port Harcourt and its environs, and even other local governments. They need a breath of fresh air in terms of infrastructure and the rest. So I think the government should have a rethink and look inwards. That's my submission. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you for joining us. Yes, go ahead, sir.
Brother, Ring Road. Sometimes I like the baptism of this project, Ring Road. This Ring Road, where are they located? We get some attention. Civil servants, at least you have seen the ground running on the civil servant area. Behold, it troubles me how a state will have a budget on January. Just by July, we're having another supplementary, which means before September, another supplementary. Ring road. There is an area that needs get attention, that all this road. Last administration did well on road and flyovers. They will have used one of the flyovers and build the ring road, then leave this money for another thing. Imagine the civil servants are there lamenting and like. I think this government will have good direction to area. But this their baptismal name sometimes they work marvelous name of ring road. Understand? I know road, which particular road is that ring road? Sometimes they tell you glitch, all this grammar. This audio. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir, Maxwell.
That's good to have you.
Yeah, Comrade Kabari, calling from Banloko in Ghana.
Go ahead, sir.
We want to build ring road that will be cost effective. Have you also taken a look at how important is this ring road? How will it benefit Rivers State people? This thing will have a big problem. Everybody want to execute the one-time project so that he or she can loot ring road is keeping in Bayelsa State, not here. In Bayelsa State. Yes. If you're telling me that you want to build an internal railway that can connect rivers, communities, that's fine. So it is in Lagos State. And someone that is in Bori, someone that is in Onega, can even live in Onega and afford a lesser rent and come down to Port Harcourt and work and still go back to Onega. And this will also help in decongesting the state. It will also still help to avert the pending disaster ahead of us. Environmental disaster, I meant. You want to build the ring road. Are we okay? We want peace, and we say we want to execute the Bantam project. This is a state that its citizens are drinking water from stream. This is a state that most communities does not have electric pole. This is a look, Maswe, if you tour in Niger Delta, you will weep. When you had anybody said, oh, this government have tried, the other minister have tried, you will know that Niger Deltas are people that have not grown. And that is why you still you see them adopting any music that has a resemblance of music coming from the West. They don't have any dream here. They don't have any dream. You want to bring dream? We have roots. Maswe, we have roots. Maswe, you can check from Oyibo down to my own community in Ghana local government. But it's not possible. What are we talking about? Is this Bayelsa State? Bayelsa, they have a ring, that means a ring road, not a railway. A ring road here. Haven't even gotten it. Have you been to Bayelsa State? You can see what we're talking about here. The truth is, so long as I'm concerned, that wouldn't communicate with you would burn even worse than Yesomike. It is the sad truth. He will fail because he's doing everything based on how it's being regulated. It's a pity. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wasiu from Rumo apparently says the ring road linked to Lagos? Is that what you're saying? That will now cost 200 billion. Even all the 12 flyovers former governor built were not up to 150 billion. And it's not only road that we need in River State. Let the governor look into other sectors and balance things. Thank you. But if we have a link road, it will decongest traffic. Don't you think so? So even though, okay, you're calling you're calling on the governor to also look into other sectors, but don't you think we need a link road in Port Harcourt? However, will the link road go up the 200 billion? Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Mr.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, blessed morning to you, Mr. Maswe.
Thank you.
Mr. Maswe, 200 billion whatsoever water loan or this thing has passed first reading.
The supplementary budget is not loan.
Okay, supplementary budget has passed the first reading. This 10th assembly in the state here, they like reading, they want to even pass our famous Chino today. But you see, Mr. Maswe, things that is happening is not even something. It's just the same thing that was happening in the time of Wiki that is still just about to commence. That are just commenced. In fact, the truth is that Ring Road. What are we talking about? Ring Road, Mr. Maswe. There is no industry. There is no support for farmers to even look at what the KFAS, the one in Taraba State, is doing. Let me look what that man is doing about governance in that state. Here he's coming to tell us about Ring Road after the whole flyover. He's not telling us how he will make that cassava this thing to start. Now, Mr. Maswe, the issue of this subsidy removal now, this is going to be very, very hard if at all. We are just starting, Look at these people are saying even in this July now, they are going to increase the fuel price to 700 and above. And look at the electricity. They are saying these people will do this thing. And before you know, things is going to be hard. It's not bringing plan how to revive those industries so that people will have work to be doing. So that there will be, even the people that they are saying, they were saying they were owing them pensioners. He's not even talking of how to pay them. He's talking about to do ring road. What kind of ring road? Who needs ring road, man? Who needs ring road? Let him industrialize this state. Let him look how you take care of the welfare of the people. Look at those health centers that are moribund situation now. Let him find how he will revive those health centers. And stop all this ring road of a thing, because let me tell you, many people were benefiting from this health center. I had a man sometimes, he said when his wife born the first, he never knew what it means to go and pay for antenatal and delivery. But after those things, weekend come, those things became scrap. He neglected them. When his wife wanted to born the second child, he began to find way to antenatal. And he spent the money. When he came to delivery, there was no money to even pay the delivery. The wife was in the hospital. He was moving around begging for who would help him to pay his wife from the clinic, private clinic. And this thing, this new thing Fubara is coming to do now. I don't know, but it's wicked thought them. It's very clear and glaring in our eyes that wicked is still in charge, fully in charge in this administration of River State, and I don't know who will off him from this governance of this state, because the man is not giving any good vibes here, and he's following that is vibes, and it's not good for we the people in River State. I think we'll all go out to the street and barricade that government house.
It's not. We have not gotten to that level. Mr. Sam, we have not gotten to that level. It's okay. It's okay. Mr. Sam, off your mic.
Why now? Let them do things that will benefit the
Thank you, Mr. Sam,
and the people of the state.
Thank you, Mr. Sam.
I'm very angry with all of them.
No, don't be angry. Calm down. It's always if you don't get it, forget about it. All right, let's go back to the messages. Max, is traffic congestion a problem in River State? If I may ask, it's just unfortunate this federal government will go the wrong way. I'm afraid. Too bad, Frank. But there are people who are complaining that there's traffic in Port Harcourt. So don't you think a ring road would have solved that problem? Hello? Hello? Oh, I'm so sorry. There's so much noise from that end. Good morning, Maxwell, and happy new month. What we're seeing in River State is a complete deception and a rape on the people's resources. The said Port Harcourt Ring Road can never be termed as an emergency, as it is a capital project which should be properly scrutinized and budgeted for in an annual budget. How convincing do you believe the government that the capital project of such magnitude will be inserted into budget without appropriating funds for it? It is very unfortunate things are going on this way without elders and leaders saying something. May God deliver Rivers people. Samuel, you sent in that one. But can we completely wish away that we need a ring road in Port Harcourt that will connect some of the areas and ease traffic and make things easier for Rivers people also? Because in as much as you want to do business, you need a free flow of traffic to move from point A to point B to point C. Praise Waruka says, good morning. For the supplementary budget, it's passive. It will be used for what it has been earmarked for, and it will be nice that they tell us what the remaining one will be used for, because obviously that money will not be used only for that project. Thank you, Praise. Praise, how you doing? This one says, good morning, Max. This is the consolidation now. Road again, 200 billion, Max. This road, is it to heaven? Haba. It's road, it's jobs that we need, all the food we need. Okay, it's road, the jobs we need, all the food we need. God should just... Mrs. Ella, why are you praying that kind of prayer? Well, thank you for your thought. We appreciate you. All right, still taking more calls before we wrap up this segment of the conversation. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, man.
Thank you for joining us. Welcome. I wish you same.
Yeah, my name is Wills, and I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Yes, please.
Actually, thinking about the ring road and other problems of the state, I know ring road is an important thing that will happen to the state. When weekend was building flyovers, people were complaining, and at the completion of the flyovers, you can see that when you get to Abad Road, you get anywhere you want to go in a second, or if not minutes or seconds. That have addressed the suffering of traffic in Port Harcourt. This has been far been dealt with. So, to me, the ring road is not a bad one. Really, it is a good one. But I think what the government have done is to look into some pressing projects. That ring road is a pressing one also. So there are pressing ones.
Can you name those projects?
Yeah, let us look into the health sector. The internal roads. If the internal roads are passable, you can go to anywhere you want to get through the internal roads without even coming to the main town. If the internal roads are linked, local government to local government has internal roads are linked them. Most of them are not passable. So if you can consider this other one, let the hinder roads, rural roads, be fixed. At least it will go a long way to make the people feel the impact and governance. I'm not saying the ring road is not good or it is good, but I don't think it should be one of the best projects.
Thank you very much. Max, good morning. Why should the development of River State be focused only in Port Harcourt? From Harcourt, the founder, till date, we are still developing Port Harcourt. Tua from Eleme, you sent in that one. Maxwell, please, will Igboiche Road be connected in that ring road? If not, between now, reach August, we are anticipating all right, thank you very much. 081700000951. When we're looking at the 200 billion naira supplementary budget sent in by the governor, and it has passed first reading, it will go through second reading, scrutiny, public hearing. So feel free to join the conversation. Are there other sectors that should be looked into? Or should we just still focus on infrastructure only? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, my name is Ruby.
Yes, please.
I don't know, the government of today, so they are so much interested in roads. Since when I was a kid, it's just about road, and all that. I don't have a problem with the ring road. Yes, of course I don't. It's a welcome development for me. But there are some other roads that are bad. Like in my local government, I'm from Ichi. There are three major roads that have been a very big burden for the people of Ichi. The Okrago Umayagu Road, Umechem Iwi Road, Opiro Iwi Road. Mr. Maxwell, I can tell you that with less than 10 billion, if it will get up to that, with less than 10 billion, these roads will be fixed. I don't have a problem with creating ring roads and any other road, but how bad the ones we have? What is the government doing in order to fix this road to ease the stress of the people? We in Ichi, we are more farmers. There are more farmers there. Our mothers and our fathers. And these roads that I've mentioned, the Umayago Okrago Road, the Igwi Umeche Road, the Igwi Opiro Road, these are roads that lead to farming. Most of the farms most of these farms are in these villages, all right? And our mothers suffer to go there, especially now that it is raining. If you go to that of Okrago Umayago Road, it is a very big mess. You can't even drive past, you can't even walk past. Now that of Umeche, Igwi, is a no-go area, And so I expect that the government will look into these little roads, fix them first, ease the stress of the people. Before you start talking about spending a whopping 200 billion naira on ring roads, which I am not against. But then, they should try as much as they can to look into other things, all right? If it is road they want to continue dealing on infrastructure, no problem. But then there are other roads that have been there. These roads are in bad condition.
Apart from roads, infrastructure, let's put it that way. Do you think human capital and then health and education is being relegated to the background?
The point is that these governments have no business with any of these things. They don't care. All right, when they are sick, they fly abroad and do whatever they want to do. So we were talking about human capital, hospitals, and all that. They just give SPS to that because it is not their business. Probably maybe because when they spend on that angle, they don't have something to take home. But when it comes to roads, you can easily take home. When you tell the contractor, we're giving you this, but this is our cost and all that, it's easier for them. So they give this SPS to those ones because they can easily travel out. Most of there's a hospital in my place at Okehi. The hospital has been there for years. A very big general hospital under construction. For how many years? Right from the time of the former governor of Rivers State. That contract has been there. The people have been crying. The people have been begging on social media, every platform. Nothing has been done. So everybody just got tired and then we have to just keep quiet. But please, we're begging them, whatever they think they can do to fix some of these roads. I'm sure that most of the Rivers people are not impressed with this ring road of a thing. People are suffering. Some persons have not been paid. Pensioners, gratuity. My grandfather hardly gets his pension. Sometimes 2 months, 3 months, they pay 3 months and then hold 2 months back. These monies can be free. After building all these ring roads and all the roads, not the human being will pass the road. If there are no persons in the River State, who would make use of these roads? These are things that the government do not pay attention to. And that's why things keep getting worse and worse. Thank you very much, Tomaso.
Thank you very much for your time. Daddy Chris Iwundu says, good morning, Max. Please kindly expatiate more on this ring road, where it runs from and where it stops. They want to start sharing the state's fund to themselves. Why don't they embark on some projects that can easily be quantified? Well, until I'm trying to get that information, it's owned by the people, so the people deserve some form of explanation. In fact, explicit explanation. But we'll get that. Once we get that, we'll be able to, in our subsequent shows, I'll just throw it out so we'll get to know and we'll get details. We'll take 1 or 2 more calls. We'll wrap up this conversation. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome, sir.
I want to ask Mr. Governor whether I equally want to invite to flog me on the day of March election to come so that we can hit the ring roads. They have achieved their aim. Thank you, sir. Those who carry case on that day.